Welcome everyone. Today I'm going to be pulling out my not my atomic collection, my Centurion collection. Every Centurion that I own in the garage. I have 9 of them. I don't know if there are any more. There probably are, but I have 9 of them. And each one is going to get a quick overview and then gameplay, and then at the end I'll let you know which one my favorite is, and I already know which one my favorite is. We got the Atomic, the Bellaraphon, the Centurion 5-1, the Huntsman, the Centurion 1, the Centurion 7-1, the Centurion Action 10, the Earthshaker, and the Primo Victoria. Holy moly, quite the collection of tanks, and each and every one of them is unique in some way, shape, or form, which is actually pretty cool if you think about it. The two most similar would be the Bellaraphon and the Centurion 5-1. They are identical tanks. The Bellaraphon just has added details to it because it is a monster tank, and those details actually add to the armor of the tank. So that's quite an interesting tidbit there. But let's start off with the Atomic Centurion. And this tank, when it entered the game, was quite good indeed. The thing is, they released the Huntsman, and the Huntsman was just an inferior version of the Centurion 1, which was perfectly fine. That was how premium tanks used to be. That was cool, but it was a premium version. The Huntsman had a worse DPM than the Centurion 1, and a worse engine than the Centurion 1. So the Centurion 1 tech tree was, better. Then the Atomic came out, and all that was thrown away. It's got a better DPM, and it's got the same mobility, and it's just a better gun. It's a better Centurion, and it's got 65% credit multiplier, which is the highest of any medium tank in the game other than the Crimson tanks, and it is tied for second place with the Lova for the highest non-Crimson premium tank, second only to the Mutant, the American Tier 8 preferential heavy tank. But let's pull this out. The Atomic Centurion with its crazy good DPM, we're talking 2,985, 4.6 second reload. Absolutely nuts. Let's see what we can do on the battlefield. Starting things off, we're in a very Tier 8 game. Rest in peace, T-43 and Chi-Ri. I don't know why they couldn't just give us another player. Another Tier 8. Like, wait a moment, but oh well. That's just how it works here. But we're in the Atomic. Every one of these tanks plays basically the same. Get all down, use your turret armor, and your incredible gun. Your DPM isn't usually that great, with the exception of the Atomic and another one in this list, which we will get to eventually. And don't let them shoot your hull. Though, again, there are other ones in this list that don't mind being shot in the hull. Hello, sir. Found the Chi-Ri. It's a low alpha. 230 in all these guns, by the way. 230. But you have high pen. 226, I believe it is. Ammo racked him. I'm just gonna send him to the next game. It's better for him. Well, I don't know what that was. That could have been a Cannon Jagdpanzer 105. Could have been. Where did he catch us? He caught us in the hull. 76 millimeters of hull armor. It is atrociously bad. Can't turn fast enough. That was awkward. I should have just let him ram into me, but I didn't want to lose health. And so by doing so, I couldn't turn my turret quick enough to keep up with him. That's fine, though. We're going to make a play here with their light dead and their other light on the other side of the map. We're going to try to light up those sneaky tank destroyers. We don't have optics on because I went for the DPM route on all these tanks. And that's okay. We still have, like, because 400 base view range, I'm pretty sure we have, like, 478 view range on these things right now still. Not the 525 I think you'd get if I threw optics on, but it's still really good view range. There's the SU. He's dead. Our light tank is doing well. It was a T-28 who shot us. More than likely. I thought it was an APCR. Didn't look like it. So it was a T-28. That's why I think it has more alpha now. We are really, really not playing well. Like, really not. Dang, we're playing like trash. What's going on? I accidentally fixed my tracks. I didn't mean to. Then we immediately get ammo racked. And everything I shoot at dies right before my shell reaches. First the T-28, now that guy. And now that shot. Though that shot pulled way to the right, to be fair. I don't know. Now we're spotted. By whom? I don't know. I do not know. But this tank is no longer relevant to play, by the way, if you're wondering. It is a useless tank. Because of another tank that got buffed. Hmm. 1100 of damage so far. Enemy team capping. Our team not spotting it. Enemy team changed their mind about capping. Another bad shot. Well, looking for shots on each other, and neither of us can find it. We can't be up here because we have no one down here. He's just gonna light us up and kill us, so we have to go down. Go down to this rock. We're two shot for him if he rolls high. There he is, I'm lighting him up. Lighting up for you, Inferno. So this bush doesn't actually do anything, it seems. They still have a Brask. These guys still don't want to do anything. We need someone to go here and just kill the Reaper. Like he's a one-shot. I have to do it. Fuel tank. He fixed it. My ally missed. And we're dead. The Bellaraphon Centurion 5-1 RAAC is next. And yes, it's very similar to the 5-1, except that it has extra armor plates. And when you compare it to the regular Centurion, it has a worse DPM than the Centurion. But I believe the DPM is still better than the Huntsman. And instead of the 750 horsepower engine that the Centurion 1 gets, you get a 950. You get the engine that the Centurion 7-1 gets. And because of that, you have 1800 horsepower per ton instead of 1800. You have 18 horsepower per ton instead of 17 horsepower per ton, and your armor is the same as the Centurion 7-1, but at tier 8. 120 millimeters angled back, which is incredibly good for a tier 8 vehicle, and the same gun, of course. So you have higher mobility, less DPM, and more armor. You're a little bit more sluggish to turn as well, but up and go speed is really good. The Centurion 5-1 / Bellaraphon. And I do have optics, giving me 512 meters view range on this tank. Okay. Bellaraphon on Pilsen top tier. Lots of armor to work with. You kind of feel like a missile. I do have also on this tank I believe controlled impact, because this is my Action 10 crew, which is also a very heavy vehicle. I'm going to scrape you off of that guy, thank you, and continue on. We want to get over here before they start crossing. Perfect. And we bounced. Mantis. No. That's too bad. Too bad, so sad. Except that those guys can't do much to my tank. At all, actually. Unless I shoot Primo rounds. And that's this tank in a nutshell. Focus fire, guys. Focus fire. Nothing, though, over here. Nothing. The enemy team has pushed the other side. Their light tanks have killed themselves already. So, I'm going to take the inside here. Hawk spots us. He can't do anything. The thing about this tank that makes it also so good is that your cupola is hidden by this extra armor plate, which makes it very difficult to find a shot. The diamond back. Fascinating. Can't find a shot, can you? He's looking for it. I was about to say boop, but we didn't boop. Boop. Now we booped. Boop. Side scrape, side scrape, side scrape. All the Centurions, by the way, can side scrape. It's not exclusive. It's not exclusive to this tank. Stay still. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going, huh? I would love to track him. There we go. We're up to 1800 damage blocked. And people see this tank and they just think, oh, it's just a Centurion. It's like, no, it's not. And yeah, he switched to the Patriot. The Patriot's an easier target for him. That's hilarious. DPM, again, on this one, suffers. So you're seeing just how long it takes to actually kill anything. You could have shot me then, buddy. But my team couldn't deal with him, so we did. What gun does Zero have? A small one. That's good for us. But this gun handling is not good for us. Go back up. What is it up with our gun today? Amora? Nope. Amora? There we go. Can we pop it? Pop his head? Nope. Got a side scope in here. Just kidding. Better pay attention to what's behind us. Is what we're gonna do. We could ram him, but I'm not going to. Okay, I'm going to. We rolled really low. Get the armor around. There we go. Hit us in the turret. He's shooting heat. Go back for this guy. Kill him. Put a shell into him. He's shooting heat, so we're giving him a lot of our side. we go. There we go. Finish him off. Let's go. This tank is in fact a beast. The fire. You do not want to be fighting an 87 from the front, my friend. Hello. Nice. One shot for him, but he's gonna have 20 seconds to load. And we finish him off. Whew! 3,300 damage blocked in the Bellaraphon there. Allowing us to get 6 kills, 5981 damage, 2,300 base experience points. That is the Bellaraphon. Steel wall, cool-headed, sniper, high caliber, top gun, ace tanker. Holy moly, this tank is nuts. I think it's a crazy good Centurion, but it is not my favorite. The Centurion 5-1 is next, and this tank is literally just the Bellaraphon with less armor, so it's not as heavy, so you are slightly more mobile. In fact, let's take a look here. 18.63 horsepower per ton, and the Bellaraphon is 18.22, so you get an extra half a ton per horse, an extra half horsepower per ton, should I say, which is decent enough. But otherwise, the same thing, 1,400 health, which is less than the other Centurions, despite the fact that it is, in fact, more durable. Let's pull that out and see what we can do. Man, oh man, Tier 8 is the place to be these days, with all the Tier 10s playing. Obviously, if you get a Tier 10 game, it's pretty rough right now. But, I mean, we've been top tier 3 times in a row now. That's Tier 8 for you. Tier 8 is the place to hang out. If that hit me, I'd be very sad. But he did not. We're going to take the high mobility of our 5-1 and try to spot the enemy as they cross the checkpoint. We do not have optics on this version, which is strange to me, considering I had it on the Bellaraphon. But I think I wanted to really just brawl with this. I think the Bellaraphon, if you're going to brawl, the Bellaraphon is a better brawler because of the extra armor. The cupola is hidden. And not only is hidden, it's hidden behind spaced armor, which means heat rounds will struggle. But, let's see. Low DPM of this tank. Keep that in mind. Can we put 2 into this guy? Unfortunate that we got penned. Yeah, I think that somebody's in the summit and he's the one who shot me. Just here so we can catch anyone else. So shell velocity, which is too bad because I've been playing these tanks. I should have expected that. Oh, man. What is that? Big top, huh? Keeping me from playing my game. Do I have gun to brush for this? I do, but I don't have the shots for it. Gotta be careful because that Centurion prototype sniping in the back. He's got the small gun though. We're basically invincible here. Sad miss. I'm starting to realize that these Centurions don't have very good shell velocity. These shells are just like, they float. You see that? You see how much they just float toward the enemy? But the pen is nice. Where did he get us? Right through the turret. Nice high roll from his gun. On a normal day, that is never going through. Because I don't think that was Primo around. It didn't look like it. He puts one shell in him and then he leaves. Keep getting spotted. Not happy about it. Yeah, if the enemy team just pushes the side, we lose. They have a huge overmatch on us, but I don't think they've noticed. So we're going to take advantage of their ignorance and leave. What are you going to do? It's that stock T28 doing his thing again. Like he's dirt stock. He's tearing me up. First miss against that guy. It's gonna be a difficult one, actually, because the enemy has chosen wisely where to set up. Alright, but with the tier 8's basically dead. We just have the Dragon and the Jagdpanther to worry about. The Dragon is there, and the Jagdpanther was up there as well. I'm gonna see if I can bully these 7s. Spotted. By whom, we know not yet. Cam on it. Let's come on up. That's unfortunate. That piggy just hit us real hard there. Dang. That's what I get for playing the game. The moment I left RD cover. And the moment I decide to be dynamic. Isn't that ironic? They call RD dynamic gameplay. But all already play the same. And they make it so that you have to play the same. Next on the list is the HMH Huntsman Centurion. The first premium Centurion to enter the game. And when it did, people were a little bit upset because it was basically a reskin. But the thing is, it wasn't better than the Centurion one. And it's still not better than the Centurion one. In fact, this tank is so forgotten. It's crazy. This tank was released back in the day when premium tanks, if they were similar to a tech tree tank, were always inferior. The Lova had a worse, but they also always had something special about them. For instance, the Lova had worse DPM, significantly worse DPM, significantly worse gun handling, significantly worse mobility, and significantly worse armor than the Tiger II. But the Lova had a beautifully accurate gun when standing still, higher penetration, and made crazy amounts of credits. The Huntsman was Centurion. It is a Centurion. Was similar to that, except that it's just worse. It has worse mobility. It only has 650 horsepower rather than the 750, and it has worse DPM than the Centurion one. Otherwise, though, it's exactly the same. And you can expect the way you play the Centurion is the same way you play the Huntsman. Just be patient with the gun. In fact, let's see. Does this have worse DPM? 2732? No, it does not have worse DPM than the 5.1. Yeah. Okay, so at least it has that going for it. But it is worse than the regular Centurion. Alright, the first tier 10 game in the indisputed worst Centurion in the game. It used to be the Primo Victoria, but we will get to that when we get to that tank. We'll talk about the Primo Victoria. But now it is absolutely the Huntsman, which is the worst Centurion. You just see how sluggish we are getting up to speed, despite the fact that we are so light. We do have better DPM than the 5-1. And some people say the 5-1 is the best of these Centurions, but I disagree. I disagree. But man, oh man, you are sluggish. Centurions also used to only go 40 kilometers an hour, and I think if I remember correctly, this thing went 50 before the regular Centurion did. I think it did, and that was one of the selling features. And that was what was so cool about premium tanks back in the day, is even though they were always worse than the tech tree counterpart, they always had something special about them. The IS-3 compared to the IS-6, the IS-3 just had basically a horrible gun. It was more accurate and a better DPM, but it was a horrible gun. It was the armor layout that was super cool, and that made it special, and it had preferential matchmaking. The FCM 50 ton was kind of cool, but it didn't have the autoloader or as good a gun that the AMX 5100 had. And the list goes on. T-34 is slower, sluggish, worse DPM, and just not anywhere near, oh that's right, slow shell velocity in this thing, not anywhere near as good as the, oh, wow. Nowhere near as good as the T-32, except it has a special gun. High penetration, high alpha, and that's it. I was going to say more, but that's it. It's just worse than the T-32, but it had a special gun, and that's cool. And so you had 3 different tanks. We just listed, well, more than that. Right, the IS-6, what made it special? Armor layout. T-34, what made it special? The gun. Huntsman, what made it special? The speed. Now all the Centurions have 50, and so this is no longer special. They're trying it again, but I have snipers, and so I am gonna stay here. I'm not gonna leave, unless a heavy tank pushes through here. They shouldn't, though, because our light tank just suicide ran and spotted nothing. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay here and light those guys up again. Who is that, by the way? E4? Thank you, E4. Chisel is coming! And T-32. You know what I said about running? I meant it. Hopefully spot him before. We'll be able to shoot it twice at least. Fix that. This might hurt. Oh, we're ammo wrecked. Dead. I'm okay with that. They pushed me. They wanted to kill me. I'm the weakest tier 8 in this game. Other than maybe the Motherland on the enemy team, I'm the weakest tier 8. So they wanted to throw away that much health for it. Put themselves in a bad crossfire. Works for me. Let's move on to something better. We are jumping nations to pull out the Primo Victoria, the second to last Centurion that is styled like this. The Earthshaker is a tier 8, but it is styled differently, and we will get to that. We're going to save the regular Centurion for last, but let's jump over the Primo Victoria since we just played the Huntsman. The Primo Victoria was released, and it was literally a Huntsman. Same exact stats, except it had APCR as its standard, but I think these APCR shells aren't even special. Let's see. Shell velocity, oh, they are fast. I think they buffed them, though. I'm pretty sure they were slower. But 1300 shell velocity. I'm almost certain, and I could be wrong, and I don't mind that it used to have the same shell velocity, the 1020, that the AP had. And so, really, you got nothing out of the APCR shells. You just lost more penetration over distance and only had 2 degrees normalization instead of 5. So it was even worse than the Huntsman. But this tank has recently been buffed. to all oblivion. It is now the best, without a doubt, the best tier 8 Centurion with the 20-pounder, which would be all the ones that we were just playing. The DPM now blows away the Atomic, 3,130 DPM, and instead of the 650 horsepower that it used to have, it now has 900, giving it 17.72 horsepower per ton. Absolutely crazy horsepower per ton in this tank. Same gun handling that you had on the other ones. In fact, 0.24 and 1.2 on this. Well, let's take a look here at our Huntsman. 0.26. You are more accurate standing still in the Primo, not as accurate on the move, but you are more accurate standing still in the Primo Victoria. You just have better everything. This tank is just better. And wait till you see how it performs when we pull it out. It's absolutely crazy. Another tier 8 game, but look at 4.3 seconds reload. Up and go speed is so much better. This is arguably the best tier 8 Centurion. Some will argue the Earthshaker, but as far as the 20-pounder goes, again, this is just the best. Again, you have the same bad hull, 76 millimeters of upper plate armor, so don't expect it to be bouncy like the 5.1. So if you'd rather the bounce, the 5.1 works better, but this gun just feels more comfortable. I mean, you saw me trying to perma-track and shoot things in that game where we did 6,000 damage. I mean, it was a great game, don't get me wrong. But man, if we had a gun like this, it just would have been so much better. Because then you're just loaded, and you're loaded again, and you're loaded again. And we're not going to be able to shoot this guy again, probably. Just kidding, we are. Holy moly. Avery just nuked our Brazil. CDC is dead. I should be able to take this spot now. I actually packed camouflage. Or camo net on it? No, I just have the camouflage crew skill in the Swedish ones because this is my Dragon crew. The Dragon is very good with camouflage. And so I do pack camouflage on this, so we should get spotted. Here's hoping. Because it is an Avery that is overlooking. Whoop. Unfortunate. It is an IS-7 side, so it could be difficult. There we go, the track. Will he fix? The answer is no, he will not. Okay, we'll take that. 4 seconds reload, by the way, with food activated. 4 seconds. Let's get this tree knocked down. That way. And see what we can see. Oh, hello there. Didn't think that would go on, but we gave it a try. Ooh, if he keeps driving. Doop. There we go. One little shot there. Pull back, because the 780 was looking for us. We don't have snipers. I was going to say I want to push up, but we don't have snipers. We had snipers on the IS-7. I don't know what tank destroyer that was. But I knew I couldn't pen this guy, so I shot the tank destroyer. I still can't tell what it is. It's Roswell. Where's the Avery? Seeing as that guy's not getting shot by an Avery, the Avery must be up there somewhere. Which allowed him to shoot there. Okay. We're gonna make the play now. Our enhanced mobility. Whew. Worst gun handling on the move, does not matter. 6.0 accuracy, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, he is there. We triangulated his position. What has moved on? Trying to spot these guys. I don't know what that is. I think that's the CDC that just shot me, guys. Yeah, that was the CDC. Am I afraid of a CDC? Not really. I am when he's sniping, though. And I have to fight a tier 10 to get to him. tech in so the Avery doesn't shoot us. Earthshaker sniping in the back too. Fear the Avery, fear the Avery. Earthshaker relocated just to shoot me. That's not the Earthshaker. I don't know who that is. Shooting HE at me like that. We're gonna hope that we spot them first with our camouflage. Nice. Now I feel safe enough to shoot. We have allies lighting him up. Love to see it. Now we can shoot this guy again for free. Because he's got no one spotting me anymore. Oof. 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 Man, this tank's DPM is so nice and the mobility is so nice. I feel more confident making plays like that than any of the other ones. This guy should die. And he does. 3,500 damage, 4,200 assist damage. Camouflage. I don't think we have optics though, but it worked out for us. 1993 base experience points at tier 10 is, in fact, an ace tanker in the Primo Victoria. My favorite tier 8 Centurion. My favorite, and what I think is probably the best. Definitely with a 20-pounder, and maybe better than the Earthshaker. The final Centurion with the 20-pounder we'll be playing is, of course, the Centurion one, the tech tree one, the one that anyone can get if they decide to grind, and it is about at the bottom of the pack in way of how good it is. It is worse than all of them except the Huntsman. Worse DPM than the Atomic, worse armor than the Bellaraphon, and worse mobility and DPM than the Primo Victoria. The Centurion 1. So sad, but let's pull it out, see what we can do. It's a classic, and I would love to 3-mark this thing, so let's give it a whirl and see if we can have a good game. Himmelsdorf in the Centurion 1 with 3 bots on either team. We're going to go up the hill in this tier 9 battle. I think it's the best place to go to use our 10 degrees of gun depression, which each and every Centurion has. And a strong turret. So long as you're not a Yag Panther 2 who snaps you directly next to the gun rail. Is this a Foch behind me or an AC? Foch, okay. We're not going to be able to hold on to the hill. Not with this squad. Trio, not even a squad, boys. We're just gonna sit. I'm not playing to advance. Not with what we have. We will see what the Foch finds. I'm highly disappointed. 4.6 seconds to reload this thing. It's much better than the 5.1. Even this one is just better than the 5.1. That DPM on the 5.1 hurts. Alright, now we're gonna push. Because he's about to clip. And he needs an extra shot to kill him. 1. No, he's got 4 shots for some reason. I thought he had 3. We'll finish him. And let our guy have 1 more shot, potentially. He wasn't happy with it, actually. There we go. Perfect. We have this poorly modeled rock structure that should keep us safe too. Can't go through that. But we can go through that. How fascinating. Fascinating that the weak spot is not a weak spot. I'm gonna set this guy on fire, maybe? Right. Our base is just gone. There we go. Switch back to standard. Are they bots on the base? Because if they're bots on the base, they're not gonna jump off. They're not. Good. Grom, Jagdtiger, E75. Grom. Oh man, I was hoping the Grom got killed. Grom did not get killed. We don't have enough time to reset, unfortunately. Because we have to deal with these guys in a minute, and we don't have the DPM to deal with them. We have 3,000 DPM, right? Or under 3,000, like 3,700. 2,700. I wish it was 3,700. Kill the Grom, kill the Grom, kill the Grom. Grom needs to go first. He's got... Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. The E75 saved his shot the entire time. He did not want to shoot the side of the Alpine Tiger. He saved it for me. That makes me so sad. It is what it is. It is what it is. That is the Centurion one. You know what you're getting because you played all the other ones. But basically, if you play the Centurion one, you know what you're getting with all the other Centurions. My number one recommendation is don't buy the Huntsman. Don't buy the Huntsman of all the Centurions. This game is pay to win now, so buy the ones that are better. The Earthshaker Stridsvagn 102 with the Royal Ordnance 105, the gun that I absolutely love. This is basically... So this is basically a Centurion 7-1 at tier 8, except that the gun is slightly nerfed, and you still have the Centurion 1 hull. You get the 105 gun, but you have the Centurion 1 hull. So your armor is still useless, except for your turret, which is pretty good. But you have this 390 alpha damage, 236 pen on its standard rounds, 210 on its premium. It drops, and that's because you have Hesh rounds, which have 480 alpha damage. Your DPM lacks 2699. It is the lowest, I believe, of what we've been seeing so far, except maybe the 5-1. What was this one? Yeah, 2588. Other than the 5-1 in Bellaraphon, this is the lowest of the DPM at 2699, but it's got the highest alpha of 390. 2.8 accuracy, 1.79 accuracy on the move. It is a derpier gun, comparatively. Standing still, 2.8 is really good, though. But the Earthshaker, and I believe it also has the 650 horsepower engine. It does. You are a slug. 12.78 horsepower per ton, which is even more sluggish than the 14.46 you get in the Huntsman. And so that is one of the reasons why I personally don't like this tank as much as other people do. It's kind of sluggish, but the gun is great. When you're able to get in position, it does the work. And that's what matters. Earthshaker. Let's pull it out. Oh, man, the up and go. It does not exist. Put a shell in there. 405 damage done just like that. That is what this tank can do. Tier 8 game, of course, because we are on... what is this map called? No. It's called something. Wide Park. There it is. Classic map. Just couldn't remember what it was called. We're gonna use our gun depression. Oh, we had a shot there through the stacks. There we go, 417 damage. Super Pershing is trying to do things to us, which I am not a fan of. In fact, he's very content with doing things to us, which I'm not a fan of. This side of the map is such a severe disadvantage compared to the other side. Like, it's breathtaking just how disadvantaged you are. Yep, Vanguard is assigned to YOLO. Yet their team is retarded. Interesting. Because the team can just line up on this ridgeline, and now your entire team is getting shot from multiple angles. It's horrible, and you can't do anything about it. But they're just kind of letting us be alive. $503 damage there. Let's see if we can do it again. Missed. We're gonna try though. I mean, have a shot at Artie? You know the rule is to take it, right? That's the standard. The standard everyone knows. Very unfortunate roll there. Very unfortunate. Like, unbelievably unfortunate. 418. 480 alpha. And then we could have had some fun with the Tiger 1. We may still be able to. Nope. I mean, we did 3,000 damage. It didn't feel like we did 3,000 damage. That's what this tank does. High alpha. And some nice hesh pens. 2 of them, anyway. 3,000 damage. Enemy team was less than good. Don't know how they lost so badly on the side that wins so significantly. But top on damage. But I mean, there's why they lost. 0, 0, 0, 0. Second to last is gonna be the Centurion Action 10. CloneGuy, why isn't it the Centurion 7-1, which is tier 9? Why are you going out of order? I'm going out of order because I'm doing the order in which my favorites lie. I'm saving the best for last. And spoilers, the Centurion 7-1 is my absolute favorite Centurion. I think it's the best, tier for tier, all that jazz. So we're jumping up to tier 10, the Centurion Action 10, the most Joe average tank you will ever come across at tier 10. It does nothing special, but it does nothing badly either. The tank that plays just as well as your skill. There's no skill cap, no skill ceiling on this tank, meaning the better player you are in this, the better this tank will perform. Likewise, the worse you are, the worse it will perform. It will not help you in any way play the game. It doesn't. That's just how it is. But you've got the same gun, basically, as the Earthshaker. But you're at tier 10, and you have heat shells instead of HESH shells, and 268 pen on its standard rounds, and a gun that is very accurate. 410 base view range. This is the tier 10 tech tree. If you decide not to get the FP4202, or you've gotten the FP4202 and you decide to get this, it is one that you can grind and you don't have to worry about paying for. Finally, tier 10. I believe you have 950 horsepower in this tank also, which is the same engine. No, it's not. It's not the same engine. I was going to say it's the same engine that you get in the 5.1. It is. It's the same engine you get in the 5.1. 950 horsepower. So you're very mobile. Pretty cool. Your gun is very accurate. I don't think I have vertical stabilizer in this. I would think I would gun rammer vents and speed. I personally think you should probably go vertical stabilizer, but I was trying some things out. different kinds of camo out, so. It's too bad that there was only a tiny pocket, tiny window in which I could have shot him. They have a Tehran, which is horrifyingly scary. Let's see if our reactions are any good. Come on, Psycho Wolf. Come get some. Yes, nothing bad, nothing good. That's this tank in a nutshell. I mean, you could argue the turret's not good, but then also the turret is good. It's weird. It's weird. That timing. Absolutely crazy. Is it just me? When that happens, like, I wasn't spotted for about a minute. So it's not like he was waiting for me to look away. He just drove in front of me the moment I looked away. That's all it was. Who spotted me? Wait, who spotted me? I'm behind this, so it wasn't from up there. Who spotted me? Well, now it was him. Two Polish super heavies trying to fight it out. Still, both of them are at full health. Yeah, we need a vertical stabilizer. That was a good shot. And he's out of here. Fascinating. Where did this guy come from, huh? What an idiot. I don't even know what's going on with this game. That guy slapped me, unfortunately. That was, again, just gotta kill the clone guy. Ha! There was no... That rock was modeled horribly, just like this rock. Do you guys see all these just badly modeled rocks on this map? He came around the corner and I couldn't shoot him. This one works. Because the rock was wrong. Absolutely crazy. I don't know where the Tron is still. Or load hash for the back end of this guy. It's not his back end. That's severely disappointing. Somebody explain this man to me? Oh, I should have kept it loaded. He's shooting HG. Someone explain him to me. Because I can't figure it out. It's coming after me. He tricked me! There goes the armor. He changed his mind. I think because I didn't come around the corner and fast enough, he realized I must have been going around. A delayed push would have worked the way the grill went. I don't know why the grill snapped his shot. The guy had already fired. Dude, he's got a 30-second reload. It's so long. You still have time. And now you're out of it. Now you're out of time. Why did he decide to push then? Oh my gosh. We're lucky we're playing half decent. Because, man, teammates. Gotta hit him, gotta hit him. Finally, we're at the last tank. The Centurion 7-1, the only tier 9 Centurion that I know of. There is the Stritzvang. Whatever it's called, that tier 9. The premium one that has the Centurion turret. And a similar gun, but it's not the, it's just the Centurion turret. It doesn't have the Centurion hull. It has the Kronvang hull. So there's this, the Centurion 7-1, my favorite Centurion in the game. 2800 DPM, not much more than the Earthshaker, believe it or not. How interesting is that? But you got the 950 engine, so you have the 18 horsepower per ton, which is really, really nice. And now you're actually having pretty good gun handling, unlike the Earthshaker. Actually, 1.81, about the same. What do you know? What do you know? But there's not much else to tell. Same gun as the Centurion Action 10, except instead of heat, you have Hesh, just like the Earthshaker, and this Hesh works better than on the tier 10, because obviously you're tier 9, and you can fight tier 7s with it. So let's pull it out and see what we can do. A very tier 10 game. So we'll see what we can do. They give me the side that makes me want to scout, because we can just go to the bridge with our view range. We have speed on this, so we go 55 rather than 50, which is very nice. And they do have the black minigun tank, who has spotted us more than likely. It's been him. We'll use this bridge to hopefully cover us as we go in. Oh, there he is. It wasn't the black tank, though. It was just that guy. RHM. RHM we beat, I'm pretty sure, in a fight. Gonna put a shell in, switch to Hesh. That's one of the most juicy light tanks you can ever see. Death Star, double Death Star. Unable to go in because they still have yet to nerf that tank. That would have been a bounce with APCR, because that was the side of his turret, which is a bounce zone, unfortunately. As weird as that is. And he's dead. Okay. Now we can move up. I wasn't gonna until he died, because he could just turn and shoot us, and we would die. So, now we're good. Let's get some spots going. This light tank on our team is getting it all. Meanie. The Tusk. Okay. Got spotted by something there, whose gun was on me. Could have been, probably most definitely the Turon. I'm just gonna give him my side, hoping that it's Hesh. What is with the YOLOs? Is that YOLO? That's YOLO number 3, bros. Everyone just wants to YOLO me. And we hit him in the tip of the gun. That is severely disappointing. It's just dum-dum after dum-dum after dum-dum. Tier 10 is so horrible diseases right now. Horrible diseases at tier 10. Come collect them. There we go. There we go. Come on, guys, put in the shots. Who's shooting HE? The Moistion? Why? Oh, my Tusk is providing any supporting fire. Do it again. There we go. Death Star. I get to do this. .44 will take it. Switch back to APCR. There we go. I'm splitting it now with my Tusk again. The Tron is still alive. Put that gun up. So there's not much we can do about the situation because of the Tron. They have one, and so it's just, it makes it so we can't push. He's still up there too. Golly. Awkward battle. Whew. This gun is probably for some reason the most derpy. I've never understood why. Yeah, there we go, dead. We lost every flank, but I mean, we had very, very good players in there, and they're Polish heavies in the E100s. These are the snipers. Those are the Centurions. There's no way in this amazing world am I gonna play another game. These last few games have just deteriorated into sheer stupidity. Since that first YOLO on Wide Park, it's just been stupid after stupid. Unbelievable. Doesn't even have 6th Sense, by the way, on his Tusk. He's gonna miss. No, he doesn't. What was the play here? Tron is still in the same spot he's been all game, up here on his ridge. How much damage do you think the Tron has done doing that? What do you guys think? He hasn't moved. He has sat in one spot the entire game. How much? How much damage? Let's see. Because that's all you have to do in the Tron. You just sit still. Nothing. Well, 3,600 damage. I say nothing. So he hit 4 shots. Yeah, he hit 4 shots. Almost 4,000 damage. That's unbelievable to me. Unbelievable. And there's the Death Star that YOLO'd me. 1 shot. My goodness. My goodness. How am I top? 1,000 damage top. Yeah, no, that's it. My favorite. This one is my favorite. Unfortunately, we couldn't really showcase it so much today, but we showcased all the other Centurions. It plays just the same. Plays like the Earthshaker, except it actually has some armor and some gun handling. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. A nice long video. If you did, slap that like button, comment, subscribe. Do subscribe, because giveaways are coming. Big, huge $500 giveaway coming when we reach 1,750 subscribers. Sorry. That's a low number. 17,500 subscribers. When you reach 17,500 subscribers, $500 giveaway to subscribers. If you're not subscribed, it will not let you participate. So make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you guys all later. Take care, everyone. and peace out.